Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. Namaste. It is lovely to be back. I have indeed missed you all. It's funny, just go away for a few days and it seems like I've been away for forever. So here we are today, back live readings, and I have not been live, I don't believe, since this time last week. So I also will pause at some point today and let you know what's going on as far as expecting documents for courses and all kinds of other things that are happening. But let's talk a little bit about the energy of this day, where we are, and where these readings for today are heading. Last week we were looking and working with the energy of the new moon in Aries, and today we're going to continue on with that theme and look at the energy of building a new projects. And I'm going to go right down below just so I don't get distracted to the few words that I wrote, supported by the energy of Aries. So here we are at the beginning of the zodiacal new year. Let's continue to reflect on new chapters and how we can best support our soul's growth, personal projects, or major transformations, or all of the above, that have been feeling like they're just ready to come to the surface. And there are 2 new moons this month. This is the beginning of like I said, the zodiacal new year. This is just such a great opportunity to put energy into development. And I really want to help you with that today. 3 questions. What is the essence of this new chapter? You may or may not be aware of this, but this question might actually help you to find some clarity with that, as well as how can I fully own it? So what does that mean? How can I put my best foot forward? What do I need to know to fully embrace this, accept this, grow with it? Because sometimes these new chapters are not exactly what we had in mind. And thirdly, what is the emotional underlying energy that is being transformed? Now, for multiple reasons, I think looking at emotional components is important here. And if you are following astrology, you'll know why that is. But also we are in a Cancer moon right now. So I think it's a good time to check in with emotions as well. Okay, so welcome to all of you strolling in. And I have had lots and lots of technical issues, and I'm hoping that sound is not cutting out today. That was definitely a problem last week, and I hope that I have adjusted settings so the sound is clear, and you're not losing me. So that was just shocking that that was happening. I really apologize for that. And then I had camera issues, so I will be broadcasting later as well today. All right, so welcome to Pia. And if there's anyone else I missed, hello. Did I say hello to everyone? Let me just do that. As you can tell, I'm a little bit scattered. Let's just go through the list. Hello, welcome. Donna was here first in the door. Welcome to Danielle and Laura. Thank you so much, Laura. I see that you have upgraded your membership. Welcome, Janine and Clevis. Pia, hello again. And Dee. Yes, and there's also this funny thing that's, I want to say, challenging thing. So with Mars in Cancer now, we have, I feel, a lot of, we need to be very sensitive to our fiery emotions. And I think as well too, being mindful of our words and how words are chosen. And I'm also going to really pay attention to that today as well too. Not that I tend to fly off the cuff, but I just want to be sensitive to what everyone is moving through. So let's do a reading for the collective. I'm using the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh Tarot. And I thought this was a good one to look at, a good deck to choose for this. I have lots of new decks, and I will be unleashing I will be unleashing, I don't want to say hold your tongue, but just be mindful of what's flying out of your mouth. I will be sharing with you several of them over the next few weeks. A long anticipated deck that, not anticipated, but one that was been on my wish list for a little while is the Lionscape. And I have the new version of the Lionscape tarot, which I definitely can't read with on the fly today because I would not be able to read the gold in the camera. I purchased Gabby. What's Gabby's last name? The Avatara Tarot, which was a big chunk of money to bite off, but there was something about that deck, and I love the art of Frida Kahlo, and so that one I will be sharing as well too, plus some other mass market decks that have come into my hands. Yes, inspect the words before releasing them into the world and honor the power of words, the ability for words to transform. Okay, so here are the cards for the collective. We are well smudged here as well too. So we have Watery Knight of Cups. Watery Knight of Cups as our first card. All right, what does this tell you? Be in the flow of this, to not resist it. That there is a sense, one of my favorite Knight of Cups is from the Slow Tarot. I love the way that knight is looking back at home, embracing the memories, and very cleverly the creator of that deck has this play on the hippocampus, the magical creature, as well as the hippocampus in the brain. And so the emotional body is, and it's really interesting. I wrote something on Instagram. I rarely post on Instagram, but I was feeling really inspired this morning. And if you follow me on Instagram, at Healing with Sadhana, please read today's post. I think it speaks, I posted early this morning, and it just speaks so beautifully to this card. And that is to be brave enough to enter into the water. Sometimes the waters can take us to places that make us feel immensely uncomfortable. And bravely go, this is, the knights are brave. They step forward in a very almost dutiful way. And I feel like there's an honoring of the path, and a wanting and a continuing to just to be in the journey. And I know all of you are doing great work in this regard, but there's a commitment, I think. And perhaps also, can we use the word service, but not service as in a duty, but as in a higher frequency of that, serving our higher selves, serving our souls. So the essence has to do with the watery aspects of this journey, the emotional potential of an emotional transformation. Okay, so we have water and fire and air. Water, fire, and air. No earth. Okay, we have a knight. Let's call the knight a 2. And we have a 5, and we have a 6. If we look at the Lover's card, just going to go to my prompts here. So the third card, the intention was the emotional underlying energy has to do with an awareness of the wholeness of self, the emotional embrace of one's completeness. But that card of challenge that's sitting in the center, the question was how can I fully own it? And I think there's an engagement that is required. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place here today. We're focusing on moving forward, developing new chapters. And what is shown up here is, it feels a little bit raw. You know, we have to confront. I did some readings last night in Tarot Foundations, and I'm feeling a similar energy. Like, we need to show up. We need to show up, and we need to be brave and be strong. And sometimes I said to Clevis last night, you know, when was that? A couple of readings ago, not to be a pushover, but there's that kind of energy here of, you know, we might have to poke the dragon. We might have to poke the dragon. And that knight swimming through the water is, you know, sword in hand and ready to poke the dragon. So my question is, what is your dragon? What is your dragon? And is there an emotion that you have been afraid to face? And is that what has been holding you back from your next chapter? Because I think if you poke the dragon, it won't be as bad as you imagine it to be. It's just part of the process. So is this about losing libido? Is it about losing a sense of your internal fire in whatever form it's feeling right now? And this can be about, you know, challenging yourself, rising up and challenging yourself as well too, so that you can come together and feel more whole, feel more complete. But the truth is, you already are complete. There's just aspects of your nature that haven't been fueled lately. So this is this union of fire and water requires constant tending. And sometimes we step away and we forget that we need to we need to stoke our fire, as well as tend to our softer side as well. So I don't know, I feel a lot. I feel this is really, it's going to stir up a lot. It's going to stir up a lot. And in order to see the next chapter to the next stage, it's required. The emotional engagement is absolutely required. Dragons do have a tendency to fire back. And so, you know, we all need to be prepared and steadfast and strong, and to know that, to feel confident in the way that we are moving. And again, if you have a chance, go to that Instagram post, because I think there's some sort of thing that's weaving here kind of beautifully. And that photo, by the way, I took as I was leaving the beach. So I was away for a few days at a very beautiful, cold, windy setting beach on Vancouver Island, and I was just looking at the photo this morning and feeling inspired. All right, so who is up first? All right, Donna is up first. Okay, good. Miss chatting with you, Donna. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking for Donna's. That's fine. Okay, so artists and oracles, Donna, this is for you. So please breathe in. Let's use the dragon as a bit of a inspiration today. And you can choose whether you are a fire dragon or a water dragon or an earth dragon, or what sort of a dragon you are. There may also be a sense of youthful vitality, a newborn. Here's another image that came through, and I just it's really uncanny how themes repeat over and over. And here we are at Two of Wands season. So if we're looking at the tarot and we're weaving together the decanic minors with the majors, we're in Emperor season, Aries season. In this particular decan, our card is the Two of Wands. This card of setting forth, building, growing, being at the precipice of the whole zodiacal year. Really, anything is possible. But all new beginnings are, the dragon has to break out of the egg. Many eggs have to be broken to make the omelet. Pick your metaphor. Okay, so in a way, blood has to be spilled. The egg, the dragon must be poked, right? So we have to step up. We have to show up and do something. This is not a time to sit back, okay? All right. Donna T, this is for you. So the underlying energy is one of immense strength. This is the King of Pentacles. Immense strength. Experience, wisdom. And he looks a bit like a green man. And so that may speak to you as well, too. Being caring for others because you have been cared for. The essence of the new chapter is taking charge. The essence of I'm almost feeling like you are, and I don't know, this might not be where you're at, but if there is a matriarch or a patriarch who no longer is a part of your family, it's almost like you are taking over that role. Energetically, this may be with a group of friends, but you're stepping into this place of grandess, largesse, where you become the protector of many and the supporter of many. You become the one who others lean on. And so it's really important to trust in yourself, to trust in your wisdom. Page of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. So there's definitely a theme of growth. So both the page and the ace fit beautifully with this theme of new beginnings and new chapters. So that's really dynamic. I'm very moved by this King of Pentacles here. I feel like you can take this on, and I don't know whether there's a sense of loneliness in it or there has been some self-doubt, but this is such a beautiful card showing up here to support your stepping up, okay? Now, how can you fully own it? Odd that the King of Pentacles would need some revision or education or new perspective. You would think that the King of Pentacles would have all that at the tip of their fingers, the tip of their tongue. But I also wonder, isn't this interesting? I think Clevis is here. This is a theme that came through last night as well, too. Perhaps this is more of a mindset, you know, the mindset of a more youthful person, a sense of curiosity, playfulness. You know, this card feels a lot like one of those scenes in the Harry Potter movies where those young witches and wizards are learning about their power and playing with their power. And I can hear, you know, Hermione Granger correcting another wizard about the pronunciation of the spell. But there's something here, and I don't know whether this is, if these two cards fit together as you, the mentor, guiding younger ones with their voice, with their education, with their words. A children's book. I wonder if there's a children's book in the works. I wonder if there's a children's book in the works that has to do with the trees and the earth and the land. Okay, that was just an interesting thing that popped through. Now, emotionally, I need to turn this down. I would say emotionally to not be afraid of cracking the new seed. And I was really sensing a few minutes ago that there's a coolness, there's a sense of loneliness that's here. And perhaps part of that is really embracing and planting the new seed and putting a lot of energy into it so it does sprout. It wants to be tended, it wants to be cared for. So Donna says that she has written a book which was self-published, then let it go out of print. It needs revisions. Okay. Yeah, this is, and there may be, Donna, there may be another book. There may be, I want you to look at the market, the you know, who you are writing for, and get clear about who you are speaking to. The audience, define the audience, because there are those that are wanting to kind of drink in your words. And this may be an entirely new book. And it might, you know, a book could also be a metaphor for what is growing and building here. But these are beautiful cards to have as your inspiration for Aries season. And the other piece too is, with the skull there and the imagery and the Ace of Pentacles, the whole idea of death is that in order for the new thing to grow, we have to let go of the old thing. We need to allow the transformation to happen by releasing something else. That whole idea of energy is energy, and it's just about transforming energy. And so in order for the new thing to grow, the old thing has to die. So I just want you to honor that as well too. A sequel, perhaps, yes. Hi, Colleen, welcome. All right. I am, as always, quite humbled by the extent of synchronicities. Yeah, very humbled by that. Hi, Danielle. Okay, so Danielle is up next. You're welcome, Donna. All right. So Danielle, what are we doing for you? Just scrolling on down here, see if I can find your request. Just let me know, Danielle, what you would like me to, a general reading. Okay. This is a reading for Danielle. 20th day of March, first decan of Aries, inspired by new beginnings, lots of fiery energy, stirring emotional stuff. Let this connect deeply with Danielle and what she is moving through at this time. As always, we ask these messages be in the highest for the greatest good, and that no harm be done. Another mermaid. Queen this time. So water of water. The counselor, the intuitive, the advisor. The one who is at home in the water. Be with her. Support her. Walk with her. Go out to the sound. Get close to the ocean. Connect with the sea air. If you're a little far away from the water, find another way to tap into the energy of it. Luxuriate in a bath tonight. Invite yourself to be a little less sensorial in your journaling. Let your ocean of emotions flow. She wants to be with you. All right, so this is very special, Danielle. So Two of Wands is the card of this decan. So I would take this just simply as a card of you're exactly where you need to be at this time. It is without a doubt that you are there. And if we think of the Rider-Waite, Two of Wands with the globe in his hand, this is the Rosetta Tarot. The Emperor signifying Aries season. He's got that orb in his hand. The world is your oyster. you you have this, and you are in a place where you can do what you want to do. But you need to feel it. You need to feel it and not avoid those feelings. I'm just, let me pull another card. We have another card of confrontation. Swords, Five of Swords. It's kind of where we started talking about the power of word, being mindful of how words hurt. So if you are, I could see this as a story of there's a conversation that you want to have with somebody who means a lot to you. Maybe you have been distanced from them, as I was feeling something about that was coming up with the energy around Donna as well too. There's a need to go forward, to confront, to face. Yeah, the story continues, and you it's not a question of should you do it, or should you say it, or should you write the letter. Of course you should, but there are consequences for too much ego. There are consequences for too much ego. So taking some time to step back and to look at the situation from a whole, from a big picture. What is the lesson here? What is my role? And I would say your role is in counselor, is in mentor, is in supporter, is in the one. You know, and it's funny, and I don't know why I'm thinking of patriarchs leaving families. I'm thinking of death, of not being, feeling complete with loved ones as they leave. Maybe there is a longing to reconnect with someone who hasn't been in your life. And if there has been lifelong resentment or a feeling of violation, that you are at a point where you are ready to heal this. And so take all these pieces, let's bring them together. So yes, yes, you must poke the dragon, and yes, you must choose your words carefully, but it is your dharma to go forth. Yes. I like Colleen's description here. You know, when we think of the water of water, the queen of water, she is, or they are, so at home in that environment. There is safety, there is familiarity in the environment of the water, of the emotional body. So it's important for you to feel really comfortable and centered in that. So if we change the order of the cards and we use the Queen of Cups as the inspirer, and then we go to the second card, and I also wonder if the third card is showing up as a fear of things going sideways, a fear of things going sideways. And they might, but this is not about that. This is about, it's time. The time is now to be in this, so that you can go to the next place, go to the next level, and be in the next phase of your story. Yes, and be the light under the bush. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do some single cards, and I'll draw single cards. I'll go back up to the top. And just before I do that, so for those of you that have signed up for Saturday's workshop, I will send you your documents today. I apologize. So part 2 of Tarot Through the Planets begins this Saturday, April 1st at 9 a.m. And this is not an April Fool's joke. It really does start at 9 a.m. Pacific. And I will send those of you that have signed up your documents. And this is a workshop looking at the energy of Venus as it appears in the tarot. And I'm going to talk more about that later today. I'm going to redo the broadcast that I did. The sound was just horrible. So hopefully I'm going to check today's broadcast and redo that later today. Okay. All right. Thanks, Donna. All right. So I'm going to scroll up to the top and let's go to Laura. Laura, would you like a card? Just a card for today, just for you. And then Janine, and then Clevis. Hopefully you're still here, Laura. Okay. Laura, take a big breath in, a big breath out. Thanks, Dee. More water. More water. So Laura, this is your card. This is the 8 of Cups in this deck. This really feels like an emotional immersion. It's like we need to get into the cauldron, into the water, and then we can go forward. So this just feels like more of what I've been talking about. It's absolutely necessary to be in the emotional experience, deal with the emotions, so that we can go forward. Okay. Janine, you are 50 in under 2 weeks' time. Okay, so let's draw a card for Janine. And let's draw this card in honor of your next solar return. Into the water, but take a light. Yes. Oh, we've got cards. Well, let's take the jumpers because they're connected. These are your cards, Janine. Maybe you are writing a book too. Why are you at the beginning? So aces, pages, new beginnings of word, voice, pen, sword, thought. I would see this as an invitation to really pick up that pen, or to, I don't know, are you going to speak Are you going to speak somewhere? I'm hearing teacher, so there's something about teaching that might also be very synchronistic at this time. Are you the teacher or are you the student? I think you're the teacher. It's a great couple of jumpers here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Peacock. Yes. Okay. Clevis, this is a card for you, and let's ask Spirit to have this card bring clarity, to weave in the energy of the readings from last night from class. Also, perhaps, so today is Tuesday. Today is the day of Mars. We have a lot of Mars energy around us right now. So let this card bring clarity for Clevis, deepening the meaning, the understanding of the readings we did last night. Okay, lots of court cards today. This is the Queen of Swords. And I think this just reinforces how important it is to be a dynamic player in this situation that's going on at work. So if the others are not wanting to meet, postponing things, to let people know that there is some urgency to this, and that you are to be heard. Your voice is significant. I think this is a great card in correspondence with everything else that's been going on. Okay. All right, let's draw a card for Pia. And welcome again to you. It's lovely to have you here. Oh, and happy birthday to Laura as well, too. Oh, sorry. Yes. Already said happy birthday. Little confused. Okay, so this card is for Pia. I'm just lost in the chat, Laura, sorry. Not reading it in order. Okay. Let this card provide light, inspiration, clarity for you, Pia. More peacocks. We are in water. This is really a beautiful Nine of Cups because, you know, often a Nine of Cups card is one of, you know, make a wish. It feels rather self-centered. And in this card, there's an honoring of, you know, the more you give away, the more you have. It's like the more rainbow juice she can pour out of that cup, the more feathers she will grow on her back. I'm feeling like a random act of kindness, something that's not planned. You go somewhere and you just have this urge to give, and there's no expectations for anything in return other than opening your heart to another. It's really beautiful. And if there has been any sense of scarcity emotionally or in other ways, know that by opening your heart, you receive back multifold. Donna, this one's for you. Let's all hold Donna, support Donna, send her light and love, gratitude for all that you've done and continue to do for me. Thank you. Oh, you have a jumper. You have Gandalf or Merlin, or pick your wizard. More rainbow juice. I think this is a brilliant card for the first beginning of this season, and this is, I think, a collect. Can you zap that, please? Sorry, little distraction there. Donna, collect. And that's sorry, that was a word I was hearing. There have been some practices, skills, maybe even tools that you haven't used in years, and I feel that there's something that wants to come back to the table. Right, like, you know, the power to channel, the power to, there's something really magical here, not just being the magician. And oh, did you see that, the light that shone on that card? There's, I don't know, Donna, there's something, maybe it's an old pendulum, or there's a wand you haven't used in years, or awaken. There's something that wants to be awakened. Yeah, it is. That blue light is flashing, and I have no idea what's going on with the camera. That is very interesting. Wow, that's fun. Okay. Okay. D. D, this one's for you. Big breath in, big breath out. Long, long, slow exhale. I teach restorative on Monday nights. It's my favorite thing. I just love teaching restorative yoga. And I can't emphasize enough the power of the exhale breath. Landing, letting the body soften and land. D. This is so sweet. Oh, I love this card. I haven't had this deck out in ages. This is the Six of Cups. And I don't know if it's hydrangea that he's holding, but it looks like hydrangea to me. Something that he has cut. And maybe this is about a reconnection. A friendly face. It's a very friendly face. Six of Cups, the place of beauty. connected to the energy of the sun, the radiance of the sun, the warming of the heart. Fits really beautifully with the comment that's on the screen as well too. Someone is longing to reconnect. There is so much gentleness here. So much gentleness. Okay, let's do a couple more. Hello, Jonathan. I don't know if Jonathan's still here. I didn't see Jonathan stroll in, but you're next in the queue if you are still here. Aloha. Jonathan and I are going to be live next Tuesday. So next Tuesday I will be adjusting the time, and we're going to share, along with Emily Carding on Jonathan's channel, the Transparent Oracle, and we're going to talk about working with the Transparent Oracle. All right. A little bit of aloha for Jonathan. Ooh, this card always reminds me of Simba, the Lion King. This is the Five of Cups. The elephant graveyard. An elephant is said to hold on to memory. This is interesting. This theme today about memory, patriarchs, matriarchs. And there's this kind of simultaneous energy of honoring, but also, and I feel like in Danielle's reading, that there's something to be released as well too, and this might come through a conversation or a letter. But there's we all know this is a card of the necessity for emotional release. We can't hold on to the living body, and I was talking about the transformation of energy as well too, so kind of an important message. Yeah, so Jonathan, I hope you see this card because it's kind of poignant. And there's a lot of beauty in the background. I love the color in the background. It's not so let's honor memories and use memories for our healing, not to linger in the past where we feel we have no power for change. Okay. Janine, my goodness, did I pull a card for you? I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know where I'm at. Let me know. Colleen, would you like a card? Thanks, Janine. Sorry. I don't know why my brain is foggy. Okay. That's right. You got the two jumper cards. They flew out of the deck. All right, Colleen, this is a card for you. May this card provide insight into any readings or bring clarification to what is arising for you at this time. Okay, I'm going to read this in a little bit different way because I feel like this is an important theme today. And I'm seeing here an ancestor on the back. There is an artist, and I saw these paintings when I was in Hawaii, and she's actually Canadian, but she lives on Maui now, I believe. And in her paintings, you see the spirit of ancestors. So there may be a group of young women sitting in a circle making leis, but behind them and among them, around them, you see the ancestors in spirit also making leis. And there's all kinds of scenes. I love these paintings. And this is what I'm feeling here. It's like your equilibrium, your adjustment, your justice is karmically connected to your ancestors, supported by your ancestors in spirit. They are part of your DNA. They are with you, back to back, spine to spine. And so if you have been feeling alone, know that you are not. You are deeply integrated with the energy of the feminine line of your ancestry, and they are here helping you through your challenges and this effort to restore equilibrium and balance. So be brave and go forward in this next period of adjustment. Clara, oh my goodness, it has been a long, long time. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad you're here for the last few minutes. Okay. I don't know if there is anyone else. So, if you will, let me know if I missed you. Yes, Colleen, it's the bone stone. Okay. So I just want to let you know what's happening today because I had to reschedule my Thoth Inspired, and I will be on later this afternoon. I changed the time. The thumbnail is still up if you remember. So I will be broadcasting, and we're talking about the Two of Wands today. And after that, I will be back on talking about Venus and using the, there's so many of them, the cards that are connected to Venus to kind of amp up your relationship readings. So I'll be back with that. And this is a bit of a promo for the workshop that's happening on Saturday. And if you're interested in expanding your tarot reading, about once a month on the first Saturday of every month, I'm doing a workshop on tarot and the planets and the planetary associations. So you can check that out in my shop. And it's really, I have people traveling great distances to come to this retreat, this Reiki training, and I have space for a couple more people if you're interested, and please feel free to message me because this is going to be a really, I've rented a Airbnb on the beach near where I am. It's not on the beach, it's just across the street from the beach. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Reiki training, we'll be doing all kinds of energy work, and it begins on a new moon, so we'll be working with the lunar energy as well too. Yeah. This week I have, just let me take the banners off. I have an abundance of new decks, so I will be continuing to share and do walkthroughs of decks that are new to me on Wednesday evenings. And for those of you that are in the Facebook group, we will be starting our journey with the Weaver's Oracle, and I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to try to tackle a Weaver a week or we will spend more than 1 week with a weaver. But this is our first weaver, 13 Salmon, ancestor of the remembered home. And so every Wednesday I will be reflecting on the weaver of the week. So very excited. I've never actually shared anything about this deck, and this also forces me to do some deeper work with this deck, which is an absolute honor. Just love Carolyn Hillier's work. Yeah, it's kind of brilliant. And then Friday, I will be here for our weekly tarot chat. I'm sorry that I missed last Friday. And I may do a side-by-side. I've got a few things that I've been contemplating. But if you ever have a request, please feel free to reach out, and you can message me in any video, and I will see your comment. Always get a notification. And if for some reason I don't reply to your comment, it's sort of lost in cyberspace. So always try again if you feel like you were not replied to. Okay? Have a lovely rest of your day, and thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to Donna. Okay. Thanks to all of you. All right. Bye for now. Namaste.